Your emergency kit, do you have one? We're all taught at some point that you should have an emergency kit when you're traveling, right? Make sure you got your scraper, extra pair of gloves, some water, charged cell phone, batteries when there's a storm, right? Flashlights, just everything you need in case you are stuck for a while. Do you have an emergency kit for your body? When we have endured stuff, and we have all endured stuff, whether it has led us to have a sensitive GI, whether we have a low back with some disc damage that we need to be extra careful of, whether there's been some torn meniscus in the knee or some torn labrum in the hip or the shoulder. When we've had some trauma to our system, we always need to be a bit more careful with it. We have to take extra care of it. We have to support it. And that is why that's all the work we do through the clinic, through the Foundations and Functional Health programs, and through the work we do with our hands-on. What can we do to unburden the system? How do we optimize the system so that those areas are less burdened, they're not under so much strain? So we carry these vulnerabilities around, and it's so important not to be irritated with them or upset with them, because they are what they are. Things happen, and fortunately for many of us, if we get in the right hands, we can overcome them. But it still takes work. It still takes taking care of ourselves, and life continues to go on, and there are times when we fall off the bandwagon. There's times when we get busy. There's times when we get into trouble. Maybe we did some heavy yard work, or we tried something new at the gym, and oops, that really exposed that vulnerability, that it just was too much for that vulnerability in our body. Or maybe we've had just a great time indulging. There's been lots of celebrations, and our guts just have said that's enough. So with that, it's not that all is lost, because you've already put in the work. Your body is not the body it was before you started all of your restorative work. But you need to get back to your emergency kit to get your body back online and back on track, back to optimal functioning. So an example is I run people through the power of food and the gut restoration progress. We go through step by step identifying the foods that are driving inflammation, and they're different for every single person. There's commonalities, of course. And then we go through restoring the gut microbiome, restoring the gut lining, supporting the nervous system. All of those pieces come into place to help you have a healthy gut. Well, it doesn't take much sometimes to derail that, get into some foods that we enjoy that our bodies don't like. But again, we don't always have to start the whole thing over again. But we go back to, what were you doing when you were feeling the best? Go back to your list of what are the foods that are most irritable. Start there and pull those out for 3 weeks. Give your body a break, let the inflammation come down. And then bring on, we might have to go back and battle and support that bacterium balance again, that microbiome balance again. So you go back to your toolkit, your rescue kit, and then you run the plan a little bit. Not as intensely as you did the first time, but get back on it, get yourself back to a state of balance. Same thing with our bodies. Hey, that back is getting a little grouchy, tweaky. Hey, what have you been doing? What do you need to change? Have you been sleeping in a twisted position? Oh, hey, you need to get back to the gym, and you need to get back on your foam roll, get into your deep stability that we teach through the Engage program to get your body back into mobile alignment and stability and connect everything as a whole. So maybe you need to spend a little bit more time. But these are your emergency kits, and you keep them in your back pocket. Again, in a perfect world, we're staying on top of everything all the time, but let's be real. We are human, things happen. So know that you've got that in your back pocket. You've got tools and strategies to go back to and problem solve, and then run these mini plans and get yourself back on track. If you need help, if you need an emergency kit, you haven't worked with us, please reach out to the clinic. Our programs are phenomenal with helping people restore their bodies inside and out, give them hope in their health and hope in their healing, and really change the trajectory of